There has never in time, in all of human history, where men have had more comfort and less power. Men today have access to unlimited entertainment, unlimited food, unlimited pornography, unlimited distractions. I mean, if you understand even just a little bit about how women operate, unlimited women now as well, because they are giving it up easier than any other period of time ever. And yet, men are more depressed. Men are more lost, more directionless, and more alone than ever before. And it's not an accident. Weak men aren't appearing randomly. Society, the powers that be, the matrix, the evil people in power are manufacturing it. So let's talk about how, because you can't solve a problem until you are aware that there is one. Let's call it the soft prison. Most young men believe that they are free, but the reality is that they are living inside what is called a soft prison. It doesn't look like oppression because it's so comfortable. Your phone, your gaming console, pornography, social media, Uber Eats, endless streaming. You can spend your entire life entertained without ever becoming a man, without ever becoming dangerous, without ever becoming disciplined or powerful. And that is the trap, the comfort trap. Because the systems around you don't benefit from strong men. They benefit from passive consumers. A strong man questions things. A weak man just keeps on scrolling. Back 2,000 years ago during the Roman Empire, they knew this. Give the people bread and circuses and they will never revolt, is the quote, roughly. I'm paraphrasing. But we've known this. You want to damage a society, give them circuses, give them what they want, and watch the men just fall into this comfort trap. So you guys have to fight against that comfort. You have to choose your suffering so you don't suffer unintentionally later on in life. Number 2, the removal of challenge. For thousands of years, masculinity was forged through challenge. War, exploration, building civilizations, protecting families, hunting, physical labor. Men had responsibility forced upon them. Today, most young men have responsibility removed from their lives. You can live at home longer. You can avoid commitment longer. You can avoid risk longer. You can avoid responsibility longer. But when you remove that challenge from a man's life, you just get boys in male meat suits. You don't get peace. What you get is stagnation, stuck psychologically in time as a little boy. And then that stagnation will turn into depression. It's why so many young men feel like there's something is missing. Because something is missing. Challenge, hardship. So go out and do difficult things. I'm about to sign back up to jiu-jitsu. Okay, I go to the gym. I'm in the gym almost every day. I'm out getting my steps. I'm building a business. I'm a father. Okay, my life is full of challenge, and I'm more satisfied at the end of days when I've had challenging days than the days where I sit around and do nothing. Think about your best day, where you got to the end and your head hit the pillow and you were out. Right? You did the most. You put yourself through deliberate suffering. You put yourself through challenge. So find what that day looks like and repeat it time and time again. Find challenge. Push to your masculine edge. Number 3, dopamine is destroying men. I'll do another video of this in detail. Another major factor in the manufacturing of weak men is this dopamine overload. We fucking love it. Your brain was never designed for that level of stimulation that modern technology provides. Pornography, TikTok, Instagram, gaming, every notification, every swipe, every scroll, okay, is just triggering your brain to be flooded with easy pleasure. There's no challenge and then reward. It's just reward, 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 reward. And when a man is addicted to easy pleasure, hard things can feel really, really difficult. Way more difficult than they actually are. In fact, a lot of young guys now find it impossible. Discipline becomes painful, right? all your focus just goes out the window, motivation levels drop. And this is where so many young men today feel tired and unmotivated even when they haven't done anything. Because this comfort, this dopamine addiction is exhausting your brains through stimulation. Number 4, the demonization of masculinity. Now, this issue is cultural and societal. For the past decade, longer, masculinity has been framed in a toxic way. Strength is toxic. Competitiveness is called aggression, and aggression is toxic, and leadership is about dominance and control, and ambition is sometimes treated like a problem, right? Now, there are going to be forms of masculinity that are underdeveloped, immature forms of masculinity. There are going to be extremes to healthy aggression and healthy competition that come in the forms of violence, abuse, ego, okay? But removing masculinity entirely, demonizing it, does not fix the problem. It creates more of that. The problem isn't more masculinity. The problem is less of it, less embodied men, less initiated men who are leading the way for younger generations. It's why I created the Apex Order. It's why I've been doing this work one-on-one with high-performing men to help them overcome self-sabotage, because they are not integrated in their masculinity. It's been completely demonized for their entire lives. And so they don't understand, am I allowed to want to compete? Am I allowed to want to be successful? Am I allowed to, what do I do with my anger? What do I do with my aggression? What do I do with my purpose around being a man? Okay? It just creates confused men when we completely eliminate the man box. Sure, there were things we needed to improve upon, no doubt. And the ideal pursuit of masculinity is something that none of us will ever achieve, but we need to be in constant pursuit of. But when we rid ourselves of the box and we say, being a man means whatever you want, bullshit. Any man worth his salt knows that that is bullshit. Being a man requires initiation into manhood, okay? And there are certain character traits that you must embody. And so men these days don't know what they're supposed to do, and they're confused. They don't understand their masculinity. And when men don't understand their masculinity, we drift. We drift hard. So what actually is strong masculinity? It's not about domination. It is about responsibility. A strong man protects, a strong man leads, a strong man builds, a strong man disciplines himself, a strong man takes responsibility for his life and the people around him. And when men embody those traits, society benefits, families benefit, women benefit, children benefit. As I said before, the problem isn't masculinity, the problem is the absence of it. So what is the path forward? You're a young man, you're watching this right now. You don't need to wait for society to change. You just need to step out of the system that produces that weakness. Turn off the dopamine traps, train your body, develop skill sets, take responsibility for your life as much as you can bear, and find other strong men and finally build something meaningful. Okay, there has never been a better time in history to become a strong man because the competition is so weak. So few men are choosing that path. Weak men are not being created by accident. There's a deliberate attack on masculinity. They're being produced. Weak men are being produced by a system built around comfort, distraction, consumption. But the moment that you see the system clearly, you stop being controlled by it and you can start becoming the kind of man that the world actually needs, the kind of man that you know you can become. Now, if you want to surround yourself with other men who are committed to discipline, growth, and becoming strong men, that is exactly why I built the Apex Order, a brotherhood focused on building men who lead themselves, who lead others. So you can check it out in the link below. Okay. And if you want more videos like this, please subscribe, share this with friends, share this with your bros, share this with your boys, because we are just getting started.